All right, we're going to go and pick up the shelving or the racking or the workbench, whatever you want to call it, for in here, which is an absolute mess, as I said. Got to get this sorted out. Going to go and pick up some, at least the rails. I don't know if they've got the sides for the racking that I'm doing, which will be a bottom shelf, a workbench, and a top shelf. Hopefully it turns out well. If you didn't see yesterday, I started on a fence for the dogs. We've got our posts there all ready to go now. They're dry, ready to go in the ground. I've just got to be able to break the ground. Still haven't worked out how I want to achieve that yet. I might have to hire a jackhammer. I've got a couple of friends with me today. You just look like you're up to trouble, especially you. I don't know about you. Is that your slobber on there? Have you been slobbering on my center console? All right, I've arrived at Premier Pallet Racking. Weiss going to help me out with all of my needs, I believe, aren't you?
Racking, whatever you need racking.
Yeah. So you got so much racking here, man. What, new and used? Okay. How long have you been here?
Well, in this place about a month now.
Okay.
So we just moved.
From where?
Chipping North.
Okay. And who do you supply normally? Like just
everyone in Anil.
So they're all like high bay racking, are they?
Frames, yeah. So the uprights and frames.
Yeah.
So that's what they're all beams. It's like a
yeah, sweet. Let me just close this.
A lot of tidying up to do.
All right, I know that feeling. that's my issue.
Cleaning up and,
Man, this is a massive shed. Grab that if you want. Ow. I don't think the video is going to give the true scale of this place. Now that is a shed.
So yeah, we're still in the process of setting up. We haven't done anything yet in terms of, so this is just...
That is ridiculously high. How high is that ceiling, the roof?
It's about 15.
15 metres.
16 metres, yeah. So this is all the new material
that
we bring in. It's the Schaefer material.
They're the rails, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the beams, yeah. So it's German stuff.
Schaefer. So there's Schaefer and then what, Dexion is it?
The main players, Schaefer, Dexion, Colby.
And you just, what, do you do all of them, or?
We do everything and anything, really.
There you go.
So, but we import the Schaefer stuff, we bring it over.
Okay.
So yeah, anything to do with racking, whatever you need.
And you, what is that? Are they the like the shelving?
They're the boards, yeah. So there's new.
What sort of board is it?
MDF. So you got particle boards.
Does it not bow?
No.
No.
You put board supports.
Okay.
So there's a support that'll go between the beams.
Yeah.
And depending on how much weight, if it's not much weight, no, they won't bow.
Okay. Do you sell? So obviously it's big business, but do you just sell to the public or not?
We sell to anyone, yes. So
yeah. Okay.
We supply, install, engineer, certified, anything that needs to happen.
Do they generally bolt them to the ground? Obviously the high bay stuff for sure, but like...
Everything, so depending on what it is, but most of it gets screw anchored or dyno bolted into the ground.
Yeah, okay. So you've got them in 2.7?
Whatever you want, let me know what you want.
Okay. Well, yeah, all I need is...
whatever you want, we'll make it happen.
2.7 sides?
Yep.
And then I only need
So those beams that I showed you out there, they'll fit on them. That's the same
awesome,
brand, so
yeah. And how wide were they?
They're 2740s.
Okay, and that should...
I've got some shorter ones as well if you want to make a half bay. If you're trying to fill up the space. You tell me how much space you got, and I'll tell you how much.
Too many options now. I was thinking I was just coming here getting rails. Okay, so...
I'll tell you what, I've got beige, I've got cream, I've got blue.
Blue's all right.
Blue's all right.
God, you're offering me colour choices now. What am I going to do? So yeah, maybe 2.7 sides.
Yep, 2740 is the standard size, 2743, I've got them.
Beautiful. And then 6 of the Bunnings.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, hang on, so how many of them?
2.
2 of them, and how many of those Bunnings ones? The beams, the red ones.
6.
Yep.
And then...
I'll give you 3 shelves.
Yeah, I'm going to do bottom shelf, then one as a workbench, then a top one.
Yep.
And if you've got the boards for them, or...
Yeah, I'll have some boards.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Right,
so what's the difference between long span shelving and...
It's just for, that's only rated to carry so much. Mainly that's for, you know, pick faces at warehousing if they don't want to put, not for pallet spaces, so it's just for picking.
So stuff storage. I'm getting is heavier duty?
The one you're getting is heavy duty.
Okay,
so it's just these made up into a frame.
Okay, lovely. Super helpful. He does watch the videos as well, so that's always a bonus. Here's the rails I was talking about. Okay, we're all loaded up. Even got some benches and shelving for it as well. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have to come back once the shed's all sorted out because they've just moved in here. We'll have to see what it's like.
When the grand opening.
All organised at the grand opening. And yeah, I'll come back and get some extra supplies, I think. All right, we're back. Got the shelving, racking back here. Got to make some room for it to try and assemble it, take a couple of things off the wall. Got to say, he did look after me. He was doing a lot of running around there just for my little project, so I do appreciate it. Premier Pallet Racking. Okay, one down. I think we need a 10 mil. Of course it's an 8 mil. We'll do the old slideroo. Now we have space, well, once I move these mowers, for our racking. Such a mess. I think this is gonna fit. I'm not, I know the height's right. I just hope it can fit right between there. Otherwise I'll be a little bit sad. This is definitely a task that would be better suited to multiple people, but I'm impatient. I think my only option is if I bring it slightly forward. Even then, I'm not sure. I made the incorrect assumption that these rails went to the outside of the post. So my measurement was then obviously off. It won't fit right between those. I also had those hanging off there, so I couldn't even pull it out. So we're just gonna have it sitting around there. Then the void at the back, I'll just put something across there so nothing drops down. It still will fit nicely in there. Not the end of the world. We have that first one in, which is the only one of concern. Let's go. When you don't have a hammer here, everything's a hammer. So hopefully you can see what we're working towards now. Hopefully you can see what we're working towards now. We have a bottom shelf, then we have a workbench, which will have some lighting under the top shelf. I've had a change of heart. While it does fit in here nicely and there's plenty of room, and like I said, I was going to put something over the back there, I can't actually reach where the tools will be. And that's me as a 7 foot tall man. So I did measure up here, the middle section, and it will fit in there. So I think I'm going to relocate it. Right, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but that barely fit. Like, I'm talking millimeters. Anyway, that's where it's going to go. I guess that means that's where the line trimmers are going to go. Or I haven't 100% decided. Maybe I'll make that a line trimmer wall. Last thing I want to do today is just, yeah, cut that yellow tongue, get the shelves up there, and then finally I will have somewhere to put tools so I can do stuff. I am going to need to get some new tools for here though. Mark up this yellow tongue. Just got to trim a bit off the side. The length is perfect, I believe. Let's do this awkwardly. You watch me go to put this in now and it'll be like 2 mil too wide. Please fit, please fit, please fit. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. My cut was good, but it's like 2 mil too wide. Unconventional, but it worked. I don't know if these will be any good, but we're going to give them a try for the bottom shelf. They fit nicely. Alright, we're just going to make 2 more cuts to that so we can fit that up there. That's going to be fun. And then I'm going to be done for the day. We're also going to nip a bit off the end on this one. Now that should fit. I think that was the hard bit. Oh, it was a little sketchy. Alright, that's going to bring today to an end. I know it's not a ton to achieve, but it's one of those things you get done and you're like, okay, good, now I can get other stuff done. Now I can start setting that up so I can find things when I need them. I can start hanging the line trimmers up, setting the mowers up, actually getting some space out here. We're still going with the fence project out the back. I think I'm going to be able to use the Makita 2x40 volt demo hammer, and maybe their auger too. Yeah, so if you want to see how all this goes, how the fence goes, make sure you subscribe. See you next time.